Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at the Adirondack Slow Pitch League field at West Plattsburgh, New York on a bright, beautiful August 7th, 1991. Temperature about 80 degrees at game time. Custom canvas against Garceau's Auto Sales. Garceau's will be starting the game with just 9 players. And they are in a situation where they want to win. They can finish anywhere from 5th to 7th place, or maybe even 8th, I'm not sure. League President Keith Dubray is working out the possibilities for me on a sheet of paper. This is Mark Rayel, the leadoff hitter for Custom Canvas. He'll be facing Joe Plant. Behind the plate for Garceau's Auto Sales is Jeff Rosell. First base, Pete Harrigan. Second baseman is Ben Haley. Shortstop is Randy Davison. Line shot off Haley's glove. And Rayel will stop at first. Throw gets away. It's going to be out of play. They're still looking for that ball. Went out of play. Scott McCormick steps in with Mark Rayel at third. Pete Harrigan takes it unassisted. And Rayel, who's there on the overthrow, stops at third. We said Ben Haley at second, Harrigan at first, Randy Davison at short, and third baseman is Rick Garceau. In the outfield, we have Mark Tatro, Jim Davison in center, and Jerry Davison in right field. Just 3 outfielders for Ubalde Sunoco, now known as Garceau's Auto Sales. Keith Rayel lines a shot into left field for the first run of the ball game. Tatro takes it on a hop, and Rayel on at first with the RBI single. Art Guerin at the plate. Next ball 1. Plant delivers. Line shot, it's a base hit. Custom Canvas has already clinched first place, so they're not in any type of a must-win situation, but you'll never see them play anything but 100%. Batter now, Lonnie Cleland. Pete, make that Steve Parker, the umpire behind the plate, and Jim Buddha Garrett, the umpire on the bases. That's hit to left center. Jim Davison grabs. The throw comes to second. We'll have runners at the corners. Now bring up Glenn Fassett. 2 outs, 1 run in. Takes it inside, ball 1, just missed. It's going to drop in on a hop. Tatro will fire to the cutoff. Keith Rayel will score, and it'll be 2-0 Custom Canvas. And it brings up Alan Fassett. Plant delivers, takes strike 1. Art Guerin at second. Glenn Fassett on at first. Pulled down the line. Tatro fires to third. Guerin will score easily from second base. And it's a 3-0 ball game. And the batter now is Greg Fassett, the Big Daddy they call him. It's it deep to Tatro. He's going back, and makes the catch for the out. So 3 runs for Custom Canvas, and Garceau's Auto Sales coming to bat after 1/2 inning.
Come on, we gave him 3 runs. Come on, guys. Come on, Jared.
Jerry Davison will lead off for Garceau's Auto Sales. I keep wanting to say Ubalde Sunoco after 4 or 5 years of saying Ubalde's. And seeing it's the same sponsor and the same players, is a little bit of change in directions to suddenly call them Garceau's Auto Sales. Art Guerin on the pitching rubber delivers. Davison hits it foul, strike 1.
You have to sit chalk.
And we'll Going by sight here, trying to tell you who the defense is. Dale Favreau is behind the plate for Custom. First base is Alan Fassett. Second base is Scott McCormick. Shortstop, Denny Labarge. Third base is Lonnie Cleveland. It's going to drop in front of Mark Riel, the right fielder, for a base hit. Greg Fassett is in right center. Keith Riel is in left center. And Glenn Fassett is in left field. So that's the Garceau's, the custom canvas defense. And this is Rick Garceau.
Truck next to the building.
I have a truck with a
Right truck.
the lights, the sun shining off the window. The sun shining off the window. And it was reflecting right in Keith Riel's eyes, and it's just a little tough to see out there. A lot of sun right now. Beautiful day, temperature, as I said, about 80 degrees. We rushed down here after spending a very pleasant afternoon at Isle of Mont, Vermont, at St. Anne's Shrine. A nice place, particularly during the week when the other tourists aren't around. Garceau hits it, and we get a force at second. I'll bring up Randy Davison with Jim Davison on deck. I think this is only the second time we've been here for regular season action. That's hit to short. Labarge off his forearm. Short hopped him. And Garceau goes to third. He's on with the fielder's choice, and Randy Davison will be on with the error. And I'll bring up now Jim Davison. Jim missed a good part of the season with an injury picked up in the outfield going after a ball. Collided with someone, I'm not sure who at this present time, but he's collided with someone. They'll go for two here, throw to first, no throw. I'll give Jim Davison an RBI on the fielder's choice. It's a 3-1 ball game. Davison on at first, and Pete Harrigan, the first baseman, steps in.
Go to my right, I might need you, Artie. I have her here.
Darren delivers. Short, ball one. Jeff Rosell on deck. Outside, ball two.
Give me a second now, anyway. Got Rosie behind you now.
Tying run at the plate. We're in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Strike. 3-1. Custom canvas. With first place already clinched. Custom with a 22-4 record. They're playing their final game of the season right now. High Falls Lounge 3 games behind them. At 19-7, they'll play later this evening. That's the third out taken by Keith Riel. It's 3-1 after 1 full. Custom canvas leading Garceau.
Go!
Denny Labarge steps in. Lines it to Ben Haley for the first out as we start the second inning in a 3-1 ball game. Custom canvas leading Garceau. They bring up the catcher now, Dale Favreau, at the top of the order to follow. Joe Plant delivers. Favreau singles to left for the base hit. And the batter now is Mark Riel. He scored in the first inning.
Come on, Rat. Base it. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark.
That would be a routine fly with 4 outfielders. It could be a home run. It's going to be a home run here for the Rat, Mark Riel. And it's a 5-1 ball game. Scott McCormick steps in, takes ball one. Mark Riel found the opening out there, placed it perfectly. Ball two. Ball three, 3-0 to McCormick. There's a strike.
Come on, Dirt Dog.
Extra incentive for the players in the league this year. Garceau fires to Harrigan. We have one down. And it brings up Keith Royale, left center fielder. Here's a pitch from Plant. Lofted high. Jerry Davison camping under it. And it's the third out.
Come on, guys, let's go.
I forgot about the out by Labarge. After an inning and a half, it's 5-1. Custom leading Garceau's.
You get on for 5-1. Good job. Good turn.
Jeff Roselle with Ben Haley on deck, leading off the bottom of the second. Extra incentive we were talking about earlier was not only the league championship that you want to win, but also the challenge series. The winner of the Adirondack League against the winner of the Gentleman's League. Last year, the Garceau's pitcher, Joe Plant, was on the winning team, but he was playing for Plattsburgh Air Base. Safe at first. Roselle beats it out on one hit deep to McCormick. And brings up Ben Haley with Plant on deck. He takes strike one. Well, this is the last game of the regular season. Playoffs to follow. It's hit deep. Glenn Facette goes back, makes the catch. Roselle tags and goes into second. Getting back to the standings on this last day of the season. Custom Canvas 22-4, as we mentioned. High Falls Lounge in second place with 19-7. Norm Baker and Sons will finish third, 18-8, and Post 16-19 will finish fourth with a 16-11 record. Now Garceau's, with a win here, could finish at 16-11, but on the tiebreaker, they would finish no higher than fifth. Roselle's going to score. Throw comes behind him, and Plant will stop at first. Roselle on his horse scored all the way from second on that. Nice job of running. And it's a 5-2 ball game. And Mark Tatro, the batter.
Mark, yours now, Mark.
There's a pitch from Guerin. Tatro singles to left. And let's see. Also, in addition to Garceau's being at 15-11 right now, is Wells Siding at 15-11. Esposito's a game behind at 14-12. And Tim's Place, they finished their season. They're at 14-13. The only team, let's see, one of two teams, 16-19 and Tim's Place, have both finished their seasons. Jerry Davison hits it to Facette at first. He takes it unassisted. Nice job there by Alan Facette. And Davison is out. We have two down. And team manager Rick Garceau could help the cause here considerably. Single would probably drive in two. His team down by 3 at the moment. 5-2 here, 2 outs in. The second hits it to Alan Facette. He'll take it unassisted at first for a third out. And after 2, it remains 5-2. It goes to 5-2, I should say, with Custom leading your balls. Art Guerin, first ball hitting. To lead off the third, hits it deep to left field to Mark Tatro for the out in his 5-2 contest. It brings up third baseman Lonnie Cleland. Sheriff Ronnie Cleland. Plant delivers. Cleveland takes it inside, ball one.
Runs every inning. We need a runner, Lonnie.
So with tiebreakers thrown in there, line shot, Rick Garceau makes the grab. Nice play by the third baseman, 2 down. Garceau's can finish anywhere from 5th to 7th. If they win here and Wells Siding loses, this is Glenn Facette. Wells Siding loses, then Garceau's would get 5th. If Garceau's wins and Wells Siding wins, and Garceau's would finish 6th. They'd be tied with
Let's go hit the ball, fellas. Come on.
with Wells, and Wells would get the nod. Pulled down there by Jerry Davison for the 3rd out. It remains 5-2. We're going to the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. Got Peter behind you now. Let's go. Come on, Andy.
Randy Davison will lead off the bottom of the 3rd for Garceau's. 5-2 the score. Here's a pitch. Right. Nope. Parker thinks about it, says it didn't hit, so ball one. Close though. There's a strike. 1-1.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Come on, Scotty.
Right center. And we have 1 down. We hope we didn't pick up any foul language there. We might have. Jim Davison at the plate. He hits it in the gap. And left center. He'll get at least 2. He's going to go for 3rd, and he'll be in standing up at 3rd. A triple for Jim Davison.
Come on, Pete.
I wouldn't think that'd be such a great place to watch the ball game with the sun in your eyes up there, but the kids seem to enjoy it. Pete Harrigan hits it to left center. Keith Riel grabs, and Jim Davison scores. It's a 5-3 ball game. Jeff Roselle. There's ball one, Ben Haley on deck. 5-3, tying run on deck. With 2 outs here in the 3rd. Strike.
Get on top of driving now, Jeff. Charge!
Ball 2. Hard hit. McCormick goes to first just in time. Good hustle by Roselle. 5-3 after 3. We're going to the 4th.
Picking away. Come on. Jerry!
Alan Passett, the batter. In the 4th inning, he takes strike 1. Plant delivers. Comebacker, 1 hopper to Plant. Goes to Harrigan, 1 down. Brings up Big Daddy Greg Passett. Outside, ball 1. That's hit to right field. Jerry Davison grabs. We have 2 down. And Denny Labarge, the batter. Anxiously awaiting the day that cable TV arrives in Altona. As is Mark Tatro. The base hit. Davison throws it in. Labarge on with a single. If nothing else, Labarge's hit gets the bottom man in the order up, and means that the top of the next inning will have the top of the order up for Custom. So that was an important hit there for Labarge to bring the top of the order up in the following inning. Custom is scoreless in the 4th after 3.5. It's 5-3.
Now we're making one away now.
Custom leading Garceau's.
Yep. We split with him. I hear you. Just that one game. All the tiebreakers.
Ben Haley at the plate as we start the bottom of the fourth.
Pick it up a notch, guys. Pick it up a notch.
Popped up. Could be trouble, but Glenn Passett says he has it. He does. One down. And this brings up Joe Plant. Garceau has scored 1 run in each of the first 3 innings. Strike 1. Mark Tatro on deck. Popped up. Labarge grabs it for out number 2. And Mark Tatro steps in.
Come on, Monk.
Karen delivers. Tatro takes strike 1.
Come on, let's go. Come on, guys. Come on, defense. Way to move, Marty. Way to move up. Good bat.
1-1. Tatro singles down the left field line.
Another thing we're not doing this year, guys. We're not looking for
Jerry Davison singles up the middle on the first pitch.
Good heads up. Come on, guys. Come on, defense. Line drive.
And brings up Rick Garceau. Strike 1. Randy Davison waiting on deck.
Come on, hit it good now. Let's go. 9:39.
Ball, 1-1.
Hey, Randy, swing here. Come on, Randy wants a shot here. Come on, come on. Beauty, beauty.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Come on, be aggressive, Rick. You like it cracking now. Let's go. Ready, guys. Be ready, guys.
Hit by. That should drive in a run. Mark Real throws to second. And Tatro scores. And it's a 5-4 ball game. So with 2 outs, nobody on. Back-to-back-to-back singles as driven in a run and tying runs at second. Go ahead run on base for Garceau's. Randy Davison at the plate. Jim Davison on deck. There's a pitch from Guerin. Shot, that's a base hit. That should score a run. Keith Riel picks it up. It's a 5-5 ball game as Randy Davison scores. Rick Garceau stops at second and, Jerry Davison scores and Randy's on at first.
Come on, blow it up.
And Jim Davison steps in now. Strike 1. Go ahead run at second base for Garceau's. Flares it to left field, it drops in. Garceau's going to score. Randy Davison will stop. At second, third, Jim Davison will go to first. It's a 6-5 ball game. Garceau has jumped into the lead. And they've done it all with singles. No extra base hits, all singles. Pete Harrigan at the plate. And we'll see if he'll go for the single to keep this rally going. Outside, ball 1. Second base is open.
Come on, Pete!
Right.
Step into it. Ready, guys, ready.
Outside, 2-1.
Yeah!
Deep. His team thinks it's gone. It is. Pete Harrigan says enough of these singles. I'm going for the long one, and he pops it over the left center field fence for the 3 RBI dinger. 3-run homer for Pete Harrigan, and Garceau is up by 4, 9-5.
Come on, guys, 3 big batters right here.
9th batter of the inning. Jeff Roselle steps in now.
There you go, Jeff.
He keeps the rally going. Remember, this all started with 2 outs. 2 outs and nobody on. Ball got away, but Dale Fabro backing up the play. Made sure it didn't go too far. Now Ben Haley, who started off the inning, steps in.
Step into a rope now. Step into a line drive. Come on, guys. Come on, defense.
And here's a pitch from Guerin. That's foul and out of play. Karen delivers outside and deep. Ball one. Joe Plan on deck. Glenn Facette back. He's got it. Third out. But Garceau's picks up 6. They lead by a 9-5 margin. We're going to the top of the 5th. First ball hitting. Mark Riel makes the out. Here in the top of the 5th, we were busy getting the correct spelling on Bobby McCory's name. Our latest viewer patrons, Bobby and Cindy McCory. Scott McCormick drops it into right off Davison's chin. He'll stop at second. We're in the top of the 5th. Garceau's Auto Sales leading custom canvas. Keith Rayel, the batter now. 9-5 the score.
Come on, Rico. Come on, Rico. Read the run, Keith Rayel.
Rayel steps in. And now Plant delivers. Strike one.
Face it. Come on.
Davison thought he had that. Throw goes to the cutoff. And there'll be no advance. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. One out. Art Guerin, the big home run threat for custom canvas, steps in. Lines it just over Garceau's glove. McCormick coasts in. It's a 9-6 ball game. Lonnie Cleland, the batter. Potential tying run at the plate. 9-6 the score. One out. Cleland hits it to Tatro. He's circling it. He grabs. Comes to the cutoff. Throw comes to second. Guerin is in. Runners at second and third, so 2 ducks on the pond for Glenn Facette. He could make this a 1-run ball game with a single.
Come on, Glenn. Get him in here. Look at it.
Ball one. Custom last year went all the way to the finals and lost an exciting series to Norm Baker and Sons, who then went on to lose to the Plattsburgh Air Force Base in the first ever challenge series. There's a strike.
Big bat, big bat.
Jerry Davison catches up with it for the third out, so it's 9-6. Everyone to the bottom half of the 5th with Garceau's leading custom canvas.
Good going, good going.
Joe Plant, the pitcher, leading off the bottom half of the 5th with a single.
All right, Joe. Like you can.
Lead off single for Plant. Brings up Mark Tatro, who ignited that 6-run rally with 2 outs in the last inning. He flies to Keith Rayel. Plant's going to tag and get into second. 1 out and top of the order now, Jerry Davison. He drives it up the middle. Plant scores. RBI single for Jerry Davison. Makes it now 10-6, and Rick Garceau, the batter. Garceau's slow bouncer down to third baseline. That's a base hit. After a hit like that, Rick will probably drop $50 off every car in his lot tomorrow. Randy Davison, the batter. Garceau's Auto Sales leading 10-6. Line shot. It's going to be a double play.
Come on, guys.
After 5 full, it's 10-6. Garceau's Auto Sales leading custom canvas.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, it's a big run. Come on, Joel. Your turn now, Joel. Right side,
Alan Facette at the plate. We're in the top of the 6th. Pitch from Joe Plant. Facette hits it to the right side. Harrigan takes it. Unassisted for the out. 1 down. Brings up Greg Facette.
Come on, Greg.
Not sure who's running the team in the field this year. With Gary Facette, the team manager. Tatro tried to backhand it. Give Greg Facette a single on that one. Let's bring up Denny Labarge. With Gary Facette playing football and playing very well for the Plattsburgh North Stars in the Empire Football League. He and Brian Foster aren't here very often, or as often as they'd like to be. Nice catch by Jim Davison. 2 down, nice grab. With only 3 outfielders, Garceau has had the 3 outfielders there have had to cover some ground. This is Dale Favreau. We have a 10-6 score in the top of the 6th. Strike.
Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. Come on, guys. Get it over there.
Favreau 1 for 2 in the evening. Deep. Bouncer. Davison with a long throw to first in time. Nothing across for Custom Canvas. It remains 10-6. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th. Jim Davison leading off the bottom half of the 6th. Pete Harrigan on deck with Jeff Roselle to follow and Ben Haley in the hole.
Drop it, Jimmy, drop it!
Davison singles.
Come on, Petey. Peter, your turn. Hey, I got third base.
Pete Harrigan at the plate. He popped it over the fence. Let's add 3 runs to this Garceau's 10-6 lead. His last trip up there.
Into it.
Looking to have an instant replay on it, and he does. It's about the same place. A 2-run dinger this time. Well, Harrigan hits 2. It's his second one, gets his 5th run batted in, at least his 5th. I'm not sure if he had one earlier.
Come on, Jeff.
And it's now 12-6.
Go on, Benny, right behind you now. Let's go.
With Garceau's playing with 9 men and Custom Canvas coming out of the gate with 3 runs in the first and 2 more in the second. Looked like it might be an easy win for the Custom Canvas men, but the Ubald Sunoco Garceau's auto sales team here pulled themselves together and they lead 12-6. We're in the bottom half of the 6th.
Nice pitch, Artie.
Inside.
Come on, Rose, meet that baby.
In the league playoffs, there's a base hit. Custom will get the top seed, obviously. And right now it looks like they'll be playing Tim's place, but there's also a possibility that they would be playing Esposito should Esposito's lose. I think they are tied. No tiebreaker there. They're tied with Tim's place, so they'd probably have to play for the 8th spot. That's if Esposito's loses this evening. Ben Haley at the plate. Inside. Joe Plant on deck.
Take a bite out of the ball. Come on. Take a bite out of it, Benny. Come on.
Haley wraps it down left field for the base hit. Haley's been wearing number 44 for as long as I can remember. Even playing basketball when he played, I know when he played for us on the Woodman of the World Comets. He wore number 44. Basketball number and softball number. Joe Plant at the plate. As a base hit. That'll chase Rosell to third. Haley will stop at second. Throw comes right straight to Favreau from Keith Riel. Good arm. And brings up Mark Tatro.
Nice shot, Joey. Okay. Go. Come on, okay. Back to third. Back to third. Lower wheel. On it. Wheels at the plate.
2 outs. Excuse me, nobody out. I don't think there's anybody out yet. Now there's one.
Good job, Marky. Good job.
Rosell scores. I think that's the first out.
Good job, Marky. Did the job. That's what we wanted you to do.
Davison reached. Harrigan hit a home run. Rosell, Haley, and Plant are all on base. So that makes it 13-6. And top of the order coming up, Jerry Davison with runners at first and second. Guerin delivers. Ball one. Rick Garceau on deck. Custom Canvas and High Falls Lounge will finish first and second, so they'll play the number 8 and 7 teams. Norm Baker and Sons finished third. They'll play the number 6 team. And post 16-19 will play the number 5 team, which Garceau is hoping will be them. But they need to win here. And Wells Siding would have to lose their game later this evening. Rick Garceau steps in, drops it into right field. That's going to score 2. Haley and Plant score. And I think that gives us about a 15-6 lead. Randy Davison, the batter. Jim Davison on deck. Davison takes strike 1. Oh. Ball 1, excuse me.
Careful.
Mark Riel grabs it. 2 down. Brings up the 10th batter of the inning. The man who led off the inning, Jim Davison. With Pete Harrigan on deck. Pete Harrigan looking to have another swing and seeing if he can get his 3rd homer in a row. But first, Jim Davison will have to get on. Too much art. Ball 1. Strike 1-1. Ball 2. Mark Riel drifting back and makes the catch. Oh, we'll check that score. I believe it's 15-6. We'll verify that as we go to the top half of the 7th. Mark Riel leading off the top of the 7th. 15-6 the score. Strike 1. You never count any slow pitch team out. Especially this custom canvas club. They can score a bunch when they need to. Riel lines it back to Joe Plant, knocks it down, throws to first to Harrigan for the first out. And brings up Scott McCormick, the second baseman. Was after a high one, Harrigan. Nobody can pick it up. And Plant makes the hit. McCormick is safe. Keith Riel, the batter. Strike 1. Outside, 1-1.
Shoulder up. Come on. Hammer time, baby. Hammer time.
That's going to drop in left field. Tetro cuts it off on a hop, drops out of his glove. McCormick with good wheels will come into third, and Riel will go to second. And that brings up Art Guerin. And a pitch. Strike one. Deep, 1-1. 15-6. Garceau's Auto Sales leading Custom Canvas. That's a high, lazy fly to Jim Davison. Throw comes to third. Plant backing up to play. It's 15-7.
Oh, in there.
And that'll be Lonnie Cleland. With the Garceau's win here. I'll now await the results of the Wells sighting game. And I think they play High Falls Lounge, but they don't play them, they play Norm Baker and Sons. There's the third out. Randy Davison to Pete Harrigan. Lonnie Cleland is out. So Garceau's takes a 15-7 come from behind victory to move their record to 16-11. And as we said, they will await the results of the Wells sighting game to see what place they finish. They finish with the same record as post 16-19, and if Wells sighting wins, they'll also have a 16-11 record. And based on tiebreakers, Garceau's would finish 6th. But if Wells loses, Garceau's will finish in 5th, and they'll play post 16-19. If Wells wins, Garceau's will play Norm Baker and Sons. Custom Canvas will play probably Tim's place in their first round action.